The second take was better.
Watch it. Oh. No!
Let's have a quick look at that wing. It's been through some thorns now. Seems to be alright, and I can't see the light coming through it. So let's relax and get into this. The great thing about paragliding is there is something for everyone. There's always an element one person will prefer than the other. We're all very different even though we're in the same sport. And I have to say that one of my favourite things is this nice smooth air, soaring a huge ridge. And it's not every day I get to soar a ridge this big. GoPro isn't going to do it any favours, but it is absolutely massive. Oh look, Andy's very pretty punk below us again. And I am going to put that in the video, Andy, you're going to love it. Taking this for anything it's worth. Maybe a bit more that way. Very small. Very light. There's something a lot of people don't seem to be aware of. We go to a ridge to do some ridge soaring, we're looking at the wind that's coming up and then going over it, and a lot of people assume that it's just lift, it's just coming up, it's nice and smooth. But the more vertical it is, and the longer it's travelled vertically, every little lump and bump sticking out the side of these hills creates its own little turbulence going upwards, rather than what we normally see on the ground as it going that way. It's actually doing the same that way, so you've got to be very aware that actually this lift isn't always as friendly. Somewhere on YouTube there's a guy scraping very close to the mountain somewhere. I don't know if it's the Alps or Dolomites or something, absolutely epic scenery. And this vertical wall sticks up so far and he's so high up it that there's a step just below, and that causes a bit of turbulence, that causes the glider to turn in and collapse. So even when we're just flying over a little bit of ridge lift, we do have to be aware of the topography and understand that turbulence can go up as well as horizontal. So I'm trying to avoid that by getting in the mass that's being compressed against that air and going up, rather than stuff that's going really close to these cliffs. He might experience it, might be lucky enough that it's smooth enough through there. I just think it's something worthwhile knowing. Here he comes. He's gonna have to wait for me to go around. Cheeky bastard. Me and Andy have actually known each other for just over a year now. First time we really met was a year and a week ago when we came here for the very first time. We were both extreme novices, CP +3, and we were already fed up with the UK weather. So we took the chance to come to Tenerife. Known each other ever since, and we seem to both be progressing as well as each other. Both started on a BGD Epic. Actually, his first one was the Adam. He brought the Adam with him to Tenerife last year. And then he got home and suddenly couldn't fly. No one understood why. He got it tested, and apparently he was flying a teabag. 1.5 second porosity on the top surface at the front, which is scary. But as the year's gone on, and he's moved up from the Adam to the BGD Epic, and now he's gone onto the Punk, as I've gone from the BGD Epic onto the base. We had a good flight yesterday, from El Taucho up to Ifonchi. No, sorry, we had a good flight from Ifonchi over to Taucho, and then a nice straight glide back to La Caleta, to the beach, where we got to sit side by side to see what sort of performance we've got in our gliders. Everyone knows that when you go out with your friends, it's friendly banter about who's the highest, who's the fastest, who's gone the furthest. None of us really care. We're all just flying because we want to fly, but it's a good little bit of bants. But it was good to compare the gliders. I mean, I went for the base because it was the right price, the right time. The Punk, I believe, is a replacement, the improvement on the base. Andy is on the medium large Punk, and I'm on the large base, so I'm at the bottom of the weight range. I'm at about 103 kilos, and the range is 100 to 120. I've purposely gone for the low end of the weight range on my glider, knowing that
No!